Welcome to another game based on TV shows. Today we're going to talk about Disney's Bonkers. You know, the cartoon that most kids like myself enjoyed when I was younger. About a famous bobcat and that used to be famous, and now he's a cop working with his best friend Lucky. It's also voiced by Jim Cummings, played both characters, like talking to himself. Anyways, the plot of this game is simple. Bonkers in this game has to find all 3 legendary treasures. Mickey Mouse's sorcerer hat, Ariel's voice, and Aladdin's lamp. Believe it or not, the cartoon was a huge hit. But there are like 7 months of the show's final episode. I'm coming to an end. And this video game was a perfect moment for Bonkers' greatest performance since 1994. Anyways, in the game, you play a wild bobcat named Bonkers, who has the ability to go super fast, jump on enemies, pick up that red potion you just saw that makes him go super fast. Durr. Not to mention there's like a few Disney references here and there, like Donald Duck's matching these in. You collect enough badges and you get upgraded hit bombs. Or if you blow up Fall Apart, which you just saw just a second ago, that he just passed by, he'll give you an upgrade. And each end of the level, you'll face interesting bosses. Like this ghost, for example, that I don't remember seeing him in the cartoon. He's probably in this game. They're pretty easy. You just have to jump on them or rush towards them or throw a bomb at them. Plain simple stuff, really. And you collect the treasure. Here's show the time. The longer you do. And we get the word Hollywood map where you can select any stage you want, except for this one. Anyways, you go to the movie studio where you have to fight more wacky enemies. He's on the way. You can pick up a 1-up. More bombs. Not to mention jump on more platforms here and there. I'm going to get a few Easter eggs of Mickey Mouse and Donald if you hit in the hidden building. Each of the bosses will become pretty easy. These are the stages. Also, did I forget to mention the cartoon is the best show of them all from the early 90s? Because it is, because it has lots of references. Not to mention the characters that stolen all the treasures. So it's up to our hero, Bonkers, to save the day. Also, can I just say the Super Nintendo is one of my favorite games out there? Because it is. I used to play this a lot. I had like 3 times in a row being in that because it's pretty easy. I know this game is meant for little kids, but man, this is like the best thing that Capcom has ever did. Yes, Capcom did this game next to Aladdin, Magical Quest games, even The Little Mermaid for the NES. Gotta admit, this is pretty awesome. Not to mention, you can just find a few interesting enemies that some of them can be basically the same ones. And did I forget to mention the soundtrack is also pretty good, because it's the best part of the game. And the graphics are actually not that bad, and because Capcom does make pretty good games, including this one. I remember playing this game like 10 years ago, in 2009. I didn't even know there was actually a bonkers Super Nintendo video game based off the show. But there is a Sega Genesis that's looks the same as this, but there is a different one from 1993. Way different than this Capcom game. Anyways, you enter the sewer stage. You find out that the collector guy also from the cartoon, which is also the best villain in the cartoon history. And the final true boss is the Clockmaster, that's also from the cartoon. So here's the ending. I admit this game is actually amazingly great. So, I give this game an 8 out of 10. And I love the characters. There's and shows their names, by the way. The soundtrack is good. So are the graphics. Overall, this game is actually pretty fun. Controlling him is actually perfect. If you like to watch, most likely the show, and that's one of your favorites, then this will be your favorite one to play. You can easily beat this game in probably like less than 30 or 40 minutes of gameplay. So if you use up all your lives, game over, you can continue or quit. Yep, that's it. That's how the game ends. So thanks for watching. Give this one lots of views and more. Like and subscribe. And I'll talk about another interesting video game based off a TV show. Besides Goof Troop. Anyways. Catch it then, folks. Adios, amigos.